if Vlahovic can keep up this pace in terms of the goals that he is scoring this season, he will obliterate our record for most goals in a Serie A season. He's got 7 in his first 5 matches. He's projected to hit 53 if he keeps up this current rate. Welcome back, my friends, to our My Player career mode. Hopefully, Dusan Vlahovic's goals alongside mine and Chiesa's will fire us to our first Champions League trophy as a player. As always, a huge thank you to each and every one of you out there who continue to show me support and show me incredible support at that. I really appreciate you all. And if you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below, activate the notification bell as well to make sure you never miss an upload. We're going for 100,000 subs by the end of the year, and with your support, I think that is certainly possible. If you go on to enjoy today's video, drop it a like, as it does help in pushing out the videos to new viewers. What's in store for all of you lovely people today? Let's find out. 4 matches coming your way. Sassuolo first up, then Young Boys in our second Champions League group stage game, before Bologna away, finishing the episode with Fiorentina at home. Last episode, we took on United in a 0-0 draw, Salernitana in a 4-1 win, 3-2 victory over Atalanta in a close game, and then a 5-0 victory over Cremonese. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode, my friends. Straight in with the first game of the day at Sassuolo at the Allianz Stadium. Tough job to stop Juventus' front 3. Not many sides can do it. Will Sassuolo be able to achieve that and potentially pick up a victory here at the Allianz Stadium? And look at that as well. I am the tifo that is inside the Allianz Stadium. I think that's the first time that we have been the player showcased in the stadium since we joined Juve. At least that's the first time I actually remember us being there, so I'll keep that in the video because that was pretty cool to see. Good ball through here. This is a great opportunity for Sassuolo, and they will take an early goal. 5 minutes in, Juventus doing what Juventus do, not starting, and Blas has blasted Sassuolo in front. See what I did there? Blasted. I'm trying to make a joke out of a situation in which it's a disastrous start. We have to be better defensively. Lads, what are we doing back there? It's too easy. Sassuolo ball through across the face of goal. And yeah, Castells does his best, but there's no chance he stops that. 1-0 Sassuolo. First touch from myself, Vlahovic's move. Can we find him? We have picked out Dusan Vlahovic. The first touch is decent, and the second one is expected. Vlahovic draws level 13 minutes in with his 8th of the season in Serie A. It was a simple enough ball through, and we know as soon as we get him in that position, the likelihood is the ball is going in the back of the net. 1 shot apiece. Both teams scoring those shots. What a strike by Vlahovic there. Zakaria trying to win back the ball for Juventus. Sassuolo coming forwards. And this is another moment. And it's another goal for the away side. Again, Juventus do not defend. Again, Castells cannot make the save. I'm not putting the blame on Castells, but when you spend as much money as we did in bringing in Velasco, he's still awaiting his debut for Juventus. How long are we going to wait for him to make his debut? Terrible defending. Terrible defending by Silva. Turned far too easily. And Juventus concede a second. Time is running out for Juventus as we now are on the ball. I mentioned as we came into the game today, Sassuolo had to keep quiet the front 3 of Juventus, and they certainly have done that. We only really had the 1 chance which Vlahovic took. They've only really had the 2 chances which they've taken. But that is going to be enough to win the game unless anything changes in the last 3 minutes. Free kick Juve. Not sure we've got enough time to win the game, but we do have enough time to potentially find an equaliser as the ball is found towards me. Looking to unleash the shot. Vlahovic will get to it. Tried to place it. And it was saved. And it's literally minutes now away from Juve dropping points in match day 1. We have been terrible in this one. Not me, just all the team. All of us. Terrible. Castells is up for the corner. Has to be a good delivery from us. Into that near post. Chiesa has got a touch on it. He will now play it back. We are on our right foot. Tried to find the shot once and twice. It still wouldn't fall for Juventus. It might now. Here's the chance again. Lovely touch. How does it not go in? Oh, I can't believe it. I didn't realise I had the ball until the last second, and then when I'd shot, I should have chipped the keeper. I didn't realise I had it. I was trying to follow it quickly, and then as soon as I realised the ball was at my feet, I panicked, pressed shoots. Didn't think about the type of finish. Keeper was already at the ground, and he made the save. Napoli's torrid start to the season continues, though, as they are beaten 2-1 by Torino. And look at the reaction of the Juventus players there in the dressing room after the game. Really not happy with their performance, and understandably so. We were, simply put, not good enough to win that game. Every single player had to step up and improve in the second half after a really bad first 45, and we really didn't do that. So, yeah, the chance that we had right at the end, should have taken it. As I say, I just didn't realise the ball had followed my way, and once it did, I panicked with the strike. Should have tried to chip the keeper, but you live, you learn, and it's time then to take on Young Boys as we go in search of our first win, of our Champions League group stage. Better performance, please, from the lads. Unchanged, starting 11 from the boss. Still, Velasco waits for his debut. Young Boys lost their opening Champions League group stage game to Celta, 3-0, I think the score was. We, of course, drew ours with Manchester United 0-0. But knowing how we defended against Sassuolo, you never know here tonight, as we are looking to create the opening chance here. Vlahovic fires me the ball back. We'll give him it his way again because he's in far better space than I was. Vlahovic to take us into the Young Boys penalty area. Running out of space, but he does manage to get the corner for Juve, which will be delivered by Frankie de Jong to Vlahovic, whose header is over the crossbar. Pedri is into a good position, finds Vlahovic, surely! What a save! De Jong, though, on the rebound, will put the ball into the empty nets, and Juventus will lead by 1-0. So, even after the heroics of Young Boys' goalkeeper in making the save, they still find themselves 1-0 down, and they've given it away straight from kickoff. Here comes Vlahovic. Juventus looking for goal number 2. Vlahovic finds us. Oh, it's not my day. It's not my day. Yeah. Put your hands on your head. That is absolutely terrible. Sort it out. How did I do that? Look at the reaction. That says everything you need to know. I know I'm human, but you've got to hit the target there. That is unacceptable. I feel like asking for the substitution to take myself off, missing a chance like that. I didn't really play very well against Sassuolo in the first game either, so wow, 2 games in, and if this is how I'm going to be playing today, I'm not looking forward to this episode. Hopefully the rest of my teammates can carry me through. Here is Pedri, finding Zakaria. Zakaria's backheel to De Jong, who wanted too much time, and Young Boys have possession back. De Jong, I've already set off with the run. De Jong will find me as well. Lovely touch out of our feet. This one's going to be a better finish. It is this time around. No mistake on the second time of asking. I'll miss 1. I'm not missing 2. Juve 2, Young Boys 0. De Jong, forward to Mazraoui. He will play me as we now turn inside. There's the ball towards Chiesa for Vlahovic. Vlahovic holding it for the moment. Backheel for Chiesa. His effort straight at the Young Boys goalkeeper. Got to do better, but that's the ball back in for us. And there's the third for Juventus. Well, Chiesa should have scored. We've got our brace. Young Boys not dealing with the second phase of play, and Juventus make them pay. Second corner for Juventus. De Jong will deliver it again into the near post. It's away initially, but we saw this in the last goal. Young Boys cleared the first, but not the second ball. They do better this time around. Advantage play for a handball. Now Pedri finding my feet. We let the ball run as we are up against Niasse. Inside for De Jong. De Jong, why are we not shooting? We've seen this before. Zaniolo and De Jong. Extra pass that was unneeded. And really, Zaniolo should have just shot. Dest off, Gusto on. 18 minutes to play. Zaniolo has got the chance to play me down the line. We're up against Niasse. Bit of skill to get inside here. Can we find the right pass? There's the ball. De Jong's in. Surely. 4-0. Juventus with 3 minutes to go. Get their 4th. Maybe it was unneeded, the bit of skill, but it was nice to see us try it. What is this camera angle? What's happening here? Yeah, lovely boots. Really don't know what that camera angle was. We couldn't see the celebrations. We just saw the boots of all the players. But there's De Jong's goal. And there's Juventus' 4th as they will pick up their first victory of the Champions League group stages. And there is that full-time whistle. Brace for myself, brace for De Jong. And Juventus have picked up their first win. And we want 4 more in the group to be able to top our Champions League group. Even with the defeat to Sassuolo in our first match, we are still top of Serie A. Just a single point, though, ahead of Milan and Hellas Verona, with Bologna up next. Bologna are... Where are Bologna? Let's find out, actually. Bologna are 13th. 3 draws in their opening 6 games. 2 defeats, 1 win. We just need to take the performance we had in the Champions League and take it into Serie A in this game right here. As Des starts at left-back, Amoso at centre-back, and Timber playing right-back for us today. Zakaria towards Pedri. Pedri back the way of Zakaria. All I'll say is, Bologna, good luck. Juventus want to bounce back, and they could do it right here today with Chiesa. There it is! Opening goal! 5 minutes in, Federico Chiesa. And this is where it all begins. Bologna may well be on the back of a hefty defeat. Juventus have got a point to prove after their 2-1 defeat to Sassuolo match day 1 of the episode. We want to win this one convincingly here and show the rest of the league that was just a blip against Sassuolo. We weren't good in the game, but that was a one-off. And unfortunately for Bologna, as I say, they may be on the end of a hefty defeat if we take the game to them and dominate this one. Well, I was hoping we'd have a hefty win today, but after going 1-0 up, we have been not good. Because João Pedro has been able to equalise for Bologna. I was so confident coming into this. After that win against Young Boys, I thought this is the perfect opportunity for Juventus to take the game to Bologna, win it by 4-5 goals to 0, and then basically take control back in Serie A at the top of the table. Well, no, because we started so wonderfully, and then we take our foot off the gas, allow Bologna back in, and a poor moment defensively gives them a goal. I'm still confident we'll win the game, but it's just, honestly, got to be so much better in the defence. Here is now the opportunity to play it out wide to Chiesa, and back in the middle, but Chiesa's ball is not found through. And Bologna can break away. Again, they look actually like they might get another goal, you know. Simeone, Perez, back the way of Simeone. There's options in the box if he wants to cross. He's found Perez. Perez into the middle, and it was a chance. Castile saves. Happy to see it straight at him. Had that have been either side of Castile's, I'm sure that's 2-1 Bologna. Wake up, Juventus. Pedri, Chiesa. What is up with Chiesa today? He can't get the pass right. This time he will, though. What a stop. Vlahovic really thought he'd scored. I thought he scored. But the goalkeeper has other ideas. But yeah, Chiesa now has done 3 or 4 misplaced passes in the final third, where usually he's so good in those areas. We do have a corner, which we send in. It's away for the first challenge. Zakaria trying to keep us on it. There is half-time. Bologna 1, Juventus 1. First half has not played out as I thought it would when we took the lead early on. Sensi. Bologna! Wow! Wow, off the woodwork, and Castiles was beaten. He was not near that. And that should have been Bologna 2-1 in front. Juve, you are living dangerously. We are very, very much not in control of this game. Vlahovic gets me away, does he? As the first touch out of our feet, trying to get into the area of Bologna, which we will, and we curl it home. And it's heartbreak for Bologna, who were almost 2-1 in front. And as quickly as that, are now 2-1 behind. Juve corner. We've already just taken the lead. We're looking to add to it now as well. With me taking the corner. It's whipped in. There's Chiesa, headed towards goal. Goalkeeper will save. And as we've got a little break, I just want to say thank you for all of your lovely messages recently. I've been not feeling too great as of recent times. So, yeah, reading your messages has really lifted my spirits. And I thank you all, as always, for the incredible support. Wonderful save by Castiles. As that was an important moment. Is this where Juventus get their third as well? Straight after Bologna once again nearly score. Juventus are looking to make it 3. That's terrible, though. I was trying to release Chiesa. That's also bad by Bologna. And neither side have done really well in this little move here. And it is 3-1 Juve. But in terms of the football, it wasn't great to watch from either team. Scoreline is rather flattering on Juventus at this moment in time, because Bologna have had their moments. And it's not as if 3-1 has been dominance from Juventus. It will be a free kick for Simeone. What a position this is. Are they going to go for it or are they going to go short? Simeone runs over the ball. It will be taken. And again, they strike the frame of the goal. And then Castells follows up with a save. Bologna on another day. They're so unlucky today. But Juventus, we are so happy. They are being so unlucky. As Castells saves again, we win that header. The break is on. Vlahovic will play it forwards as we turn. Challenge comes through. We've still got it, luckily. Chiesa, Vlahovic, 7 minutes to go. Dusan Vlahovic for Juventus, pulling it across. There is Chiesa. What? That might be the save of this season. That might well be the save of this season. Show us a replay, please. I'm going to have to check a replay because that was insane. This is the moment from Chiesa's angle as the ball goes through. And the left hand of the goalkeeper. Tremendous save. So, Juventus corner. De Jong will take. Gianmario on for Timber. 5 minutes remains. There's the header. Caught by Sale as he sailed across his goal. Yeah, I think I'm clutching at straws with that pun. I had a good one earlier with blasting Sassuolo in front. That one was far-fetched. Regardless, it is near the end of this one. And at this moment in time, Juventus will secure 3 points in Serie A. But it was not a simple victory for the old lady, as still Bologna look for a chance given away, and that will be that from this one. One more game to go today, and yeah, I am so happy we picked up 3 points there. A couple of international friendlies with England, so we simmed through them. A 2-1 defeat to Brazil, and then a 2-2 draw with Italy. I was not interested in playing those because they are international friendlies. So, last game of the day, we'll see us take on Fiorentina. And they currently are not even in the top 5, Fiorentina, as we are now 2 points clear of Roma. So, Fiorentina in 8th, 3 wins, 3 draws, 1 defeat. Still very early, though, so we can't call who will be the title challengers or anything like that. Napoli, have they improved yet? No, they still haven't. They're down in 14th still. What is going on with Napoli? Anyway, worry about ourselves. One more day. There's the game. 2 lineups on your screen. They're starting at left back. In fact, same starting 11 that started the game against Bologna in the exact same positions. Fiorentina, a couple of players to watch out for. Their midfield, by the way, look at that midfield. Guendouzi, Goretzka, and Kevin De Bruyne. I know De Bruyne is aging now, but he'll still be sensational alongside Goretzka and Guendouzi. Fiorentina throw. As long as it goes backwards, I don't mind that. We stop the throw forwards. And Juventus are looking to win back possession. The switch of play. Dest thought about trying to cut the ball out, then realised he wasn't going to get there, so stopped. Fiorentina go over the top. It's a brilliant pick out towards Williams, who forces the save by Castells. What a ball and what a strike by Williams. The technique was sensational. And we win our first header. We need to win the second one as well. Advantage played by the referee. I'm not quite sure for what, but it must have been Juventus' way, because when we got the ball back, the whistle was not blown for a free kick, as we are looking to create a chance now ourselves. Vlahovic charging Juventus forward. I'm to his left. Vlahovic, we are still in the box here. Waited too long, but it will be a Juventus corner. And a chance for us to test their goalkeeper now, following Williams testing Castells. De Jong's delivery towards the near post. I did challenge, but wasn't able to get there. Pedri's ball back out to De Jong. Nice control. Pedri again inside the area, going for the strike, and he finds the goal! Pedri picks out the far corner. Juventus lead by a 1-0. And that is wonderful by our number 8. When De Jong picks the ball back out to Pedri, he's still got work to do. And he does it so well as he finds the corner. And Juventus have the lead in this game, but I don't think the game will finish 1-0. Vlahovic now finds me. We've got work to do to still create the chance, but we have got the pace here to get into a good position. Now into the area. Vlahovic, there's 2. And as quickly as that, Juventus have taken control. Fiorentina caught as they tried to play forwards. We were too quick, and Fiorentina will now have a huge mountain to climb. Far too easy. I'm used to saying that about Juventus' defence. This time we're talking about Fiorentina's defence, as Vlahovic gets yet another goal in Serie A. I will give credit to Juventus because I was quite critical of their defence, and I have been for some time, a lot of games. Today, however, they have been really good in their shape, been very difficult for Fiorentina to break them down, and ultimately that's led to them only having one chance, Fiorentina, which you saw when Williams forced a save from Casteels. Juventus, on the other hand, there are 2 moments in the game, and they lead by 2-0. Here's the ball out wide now, though, as we go and search for goal number 3. Back with me into De Jong. De Jong to Pedri, trying to open up a bit of space. It was a fantastic challenge, I think, by Leon Goretzka. Vlahovic's ball, which you know I will chase, and I'll chase with a first touch to take it into the space. And that is just incredible. When we get into our stride, we are so difficult to catch. That came from literally nowhere. Fiorentina had the ball, we won it back, went forward to Vlahovic, 1 ball over the top, and then the first touch into all of that space, and there was no catching me at that point. And that is the point secured here for Juve. Just injury time remaining now, as Juventus will bounce back with back-to-back victories following our defeat to Sassuolo, which is really good to see. And there is that full-time whistle. Let's see how the table looks at the end of the episode, and then we'll talk about what's coming next. Celta Vigo to start the next episode, and there is our Champions League group as we are topping the table following Celta and United's draw. In terms of Serie A, we should still be top of the Serie A table. We'll have a look and see how many points we are clear. We are now 4 points clear of Roma. Milan with 4 draws in 8 games. So the sides that you would expect to challenge us, not necessarily getting off to the best of starts in their first 8 matches. So that defeat to Sassuolo is not as bad as it could have been, because if Milan had been better, Roma had been slightly better, Inter certainly, and also Napoli, then we might have been in a much different position. But we're not. We're 4 points clear, and that is really good to see. I don't think the Coppa Italia draw will have been made yet for us, because I don't think we enter. We do not. It must be round 3 that we join. But as I say, that is going to be where we end today's episode. First of all, thank you all so much for your support. If you aren't around here, like what you see, hit the subscribe button down below, activate the notification bell. Also, drop the video a like, as it does help push out the videos to new viewers, as I always say at the start of the videos. And I really appreciate all of the likes, all the comments, and all of that good stuff. Now, I do have a very busy week ahead of me at university. I've got assignments due, and I have work that I've got to do for those assignments. So, the videos may be affected, but I'm going to try and record ahead of time so that I still have videos ready to go on the channel for all of you lovely people to enjoy. But please note, if there's a day where there is no video, it is down to the fact that I have a really busy week at university and I'm there all week essentially. So, yeah, please bear that in mind. Without further ado though, that is the end of this video. Until next time, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening, look after each other, and I'll catch you all for another episode of My Player Career Mode very soon. Until then, adios!